Hello students, today we are going to solve question number 9 of dissolution of partnership form. It's on page number 248. So first I will read the problem. Following is the balance sheet of Vaibhav, Sanjay and Santosh. See, the balance sheet is given to you. Then Santosh is declared insolvent, so firm is dissolved and assets realized as follow. So this problem, as they have clearly said that Santosh is one of the partner, has become insolvent. So in dissolution there are two types of dissolution. One is simple dissolution where all the partners are solvent, and one dissolution is a dissolution under insolvency. So in this, when one partner is insolvent, this problem is based on this. Sometimes there can be two partners insolvent, sometimes it can be all the partners are insolvent. So in today's problem only one partner is insolvent. So see the adjustment. Stock and debtors 54,000, goodwill is nil, machinery at book value. Right, these are the three assets which you can see here in the balance sheet. Then Santosh could pay only 25 paise in rupee of the balance due. So if suppose 1 rupee he has to pay, so he has paid only 25 paise as he is insolvent. Then profit sharing ratio was 8:4:3. Next is a contingent liability against the firm 9,000 is cleared. So give ledger accounts and close the books of the firm. So as they have asked the ledger accounts, in dissolution we prepare three accounts, that are realization account, then partners capital account, and next is the bank account. Now we will start with the transfer stage. In transfer stage, first we will transfer all the assets to realization account debit side. So you see here machinery, goodwill, stock and debtors. These three are the assets. Moreover, profit and loss account, this must be the loss of previous year. This we will distribute in partners capital account, and Santosh capital account balance is given in the debit side. So this will be transferred to the partners capital account. So first transfer of assets. So realization account debit side to sundry assets account, and the first one was machinery. See here the machinery is 6,000. So in a column 6,000. Second is goodwill 9,000. So goodwill 9,000. Next is stock and debtors 57,000. So stock and debtors 57,000. Now when I add up the three amounts, I will get a total of 72,000. Okay, so we have transferred the asset. Now second is we are going to transfer now see this by profit and loss account. So first we have to transfer the capital balances. So Vaibhav and Sanjay, they are having in their balance is in liability side, so it will come in the credit side. By balance brought down, Vaibhav is 36,000 and Sanjay is 27,000. And for Santosh, as we have seen, it is given in the asset side 3,000. So it will come in the debit side. So in debit side I will write to balance brought down in the column of Santosh 3,000. Okay. Now we can distribute this profit and loss account, that is the balance of profit and loss account, which is loss. So the profit sharing ratio is 8:4:3. So in my working note, first one P&L account, that is how much, 18,000. It has to be divided into 8:4:3, that is 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 3 15. So when 18,000 is divided by 15, the 15 ones are 15, so it will become 30. 15 twos are 30 and 2 zeros. So for Vaibhav it will be 1200 into 8. For Sanjay it will be 1200 into 4. and for Santosh it will be 1200 into 3, right? So 1200 into 8, that is what, 9600. 1200 into 4, 4800. 1200 into 3 is 3600. Now this is given in the asset side, so this must be having debit balance. This is loss, so it will come in partners capital account debit side to profit and loss account, and the amount were 9600, 4800 and 3600. Okay, now see in the liabilities there are two liabilities, creditors and bank overdraft. Now see here, bank overdraft is given. Now if you see clearly in asset side there is no bank balance given here, right? But they have given bank overdraft. That means they have taken an overdraft from the bank. What is overdraft? Overdraft is an over and above balance which you have in the बैंक अकाउंट. तो उनके पास पैसा नहीं था बैंक में, इसीलिए उन्होंने बैंक से ओवरड्राफ्ट लिया. सो हियर फॉर बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट देयर आर टू अल्टरनेटिव्स. आइदर यू कैन शो इट इन योर बैंक अकाउंट क्रेडिट साइड एज द ओपनिंग बैलेंस, क्योंकि देखो यहाँ पे बैंक अकाउंट का डेबिट बैलेंस तो दिया नहीं है, तो आप इसको वहाँ भी दिखा सकते हैं. और यू कैन शो इट एज अ लाइबिलिटी. इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक it has been shown that in transfer entries that bank overdraft has to be taken as a liability. So we can transfer it as a liability also, or we can show it as a bank account credit balance also. Here in this problem I am taking it as a liability. Okay, so there are two liabilities, creditors and bank overdraft. Realization account credit side by sundry liabilities account, right? So there were two liabilities. One is creditor and other is bank overdraft. So the value of creditor is 12,000 and overdraft is 18,000. So in outer column it will become 30,000. So we have completed with the transfer stage. We have transferred the assets to realization debit. We have transferred profit and loss to partners capital account debit side. Santosh capital balance in debit side. Capital account of Vaibhav and Sanjay credit balances, and these two are the liabilities. Now starting with the adjustment. See, the first adjustment is stock and debtors 54,000, goodwill nil, machinery at book value. So all the three assets has been realized. Goodwill का कुछ भी नहीं मिला है इसलिए nil लिखा है, right? So basically we have realized two assets, that is stock and debtors at 54 and machinery at book value. So the book value of machinery was 6,000 and stock and debtors 54,000, right? So when the assets are realized, the entry is bank account debit to realization account. So here by bank account, stock and debtors 54,000, machinery 6,000. So outer column it will be 60,000. Second effect, for assets realized, it will come in the bank account debit side to realization account, assets realized, and they were 60,000, right? Now see the next adjustment. Next adjustment is creditors allowed a discount of 10%. So see my creditors in my working note. See, creditors are 12,000, right? So on creditors there were 10% discount. So creditors are 12,000 less 10% discount, that is 1,200. So I will get an amount of 10,800, right? Now one is creditor, the liability, and next is what Santosh could pay only. This is related to partners capital account. When one partner is insolvent, I will tell you while closing the capital account about it. Then a contingent liability against the firm 9,000 is cleared. So again with creditors there is one more contingent liability. So for liabilities, when liabilities are paid, the entry is realization account debit to bank account. Creditors, we have paid 10,800. There was a contingent liability. Contingent liabilities are the liabilities which may or may not arise, right? So contingent liability is of the amount 9,000. So 9,000 is this. Moreover, we have also transferred bank overdraft, but nothing is given about bank overdraft in the adjustment, whether it is paid or not. But in dissolution, you have to pay all the liabilities. So here I will add bank overdraft also. So when I total this in outer column, I will get 37,800, right? So first effect is in realization debit side. In bank account, it will come in the credit side. By realization account, liabilities paid, and the amount is 37,800. Now we have done with all the adjustment. Only one adjustment, this is third one, which says that Santosh is insolvent, but he paid only 25 paise in rupee of the balance due, right? So now first we will close the realization account. As clearly I can see the debit balance is more. So this total amounts to 800, 7 and 2, 9, 1,09,800. So I will write on both the sides 1,09,800. From this I will deduct this 90,000. So I will be getting a loss of 19,800. So by partners capital account in bracket loss on realization, then it will be distributed among all the three partners, that is Vaibhav, Sanjay and Santosh. So see in my working note, 19,800 when it is divided among the three partners, which is 8, 4 and 3, right? So 19,800 divided by 15. So 15 ones are 15. So it will become 48. So 3s are 45. So again it will become 30. So 2s are 30 and 0. So for Vaibhav it will be 1320 into 8. For Sandeep it will be 1320 into 4. And for Santosh it will be 1320 into 3. Right? So that is 8 0 0, 8 2 16, carry 1 24, 5, 10,560. And here it will be 0 8 4 3 12, carry 1 and 5280. And here it will be 0 6 9 3. So the amounts are 10,560, 5280 and 3960. So I will write this in the inner column here. 10,560, 5280, 3960. So this is there in realization account credit side. Now it will be transferred to partners capital account in debit side. Here I will write to realization account 10,560, 5280, 3960. Now we will close the partners capital account. Now see here, as in the adjustment they have given about the Santosh is insolvent and he could pay only 25 paise in a rupee of balance due. So whenever any partner is insolvent in dissolution, first we will close that partner's column, right? That is Santosh capital account, we will close first this. So see the total of this side is 0, 5, that is 10,560. Now see there is nothing to be deducted in the credit side. So see for Santosh capital account is showing a balance of 10,560. Now he was able to pay only 25 paise in a rupee. Means suppose this is a rupee, from this he was able to pay only 25%, that is 25 upon 100, right? So 25 ones are 25, 4s are 100, 4 ones are 4 2s are 8, then it will come as 25, so 6 are 24, 4 4s are 16 and 0. So Santosh was able to pay only 2640, right? So first we will pass the entry for this. When Santosh has paid this amount, the entry will be bank account debit to Santosh capital account. So in my bank account debit side, I will write here to Santosh capital account 2640, and in Santosh capital account credit side I will write here by bank account 2640, right? So from 10,560, Santosh was able to pay 2640. So when I deduct this amount, I will get an amount 7,920. Now this 7,920 is nothing but capital deficiency of Santosh, right? So what is capital deficiency? Capital deficiency is the amount which is not paid by the insolvent partner, or the amount which he is not able to pay because of his insolvency. मतलब उसके कैपिटल अकाउंट में बैलेंस इतना था, बट ये फिर भी उसने 25% पे कर दिया है, तो अब बचा क्या? ये 75%, दैट इज 7920. So this is capital deficiency. So whenever any partner is insolvent in dissolution, his capital deficiency will be borne by the other two partners. Now who are the other two partners? वैभव एंड संजय. मतलब ये जो उसके कैपिटल अकाउंट का बैलेंस है, तो उसको हम बाय बैंक या नहीं लिखेंगे क्योंकि वो इंसॉल्वेंट हो गया, उससे और पैसा चाहिए था, पर उसको हमें देखो यहाँ पे जब हम बैलेंस लिखेंगे, सो व्हाट actually his balance should come here 7920 by bank account. So it means that what is the entry? Bank account debit to Santosh capital account. Means Santosh is supposed to pay 7920 more, but he is not able to pay. So see, will be borne by Vaibhav and Sanjay. Now what is the ratio of Vaibhav and Sanjay? 8:4. That is, we can say 2:1. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, right? So 3 ones are 3 2s are 6, then it will become 19, 3 6 are 18, then it will become 12, 3 4s are 12, so 2640. Sanjay is 2640. For Vaibhav it will be 2640 into 2, that will come as 5280. 5280. So Vaibhav इतना पैसा देगा, संजय इतना पैसा देगा in their profit sharing ratio. So here actually it should be by bank account and Santosh should pay, but Santosh is insolvent. So now Vaibhav is paying, so Vaibhav capital account by Sanjay's capital account, right? And it will come in the Santosh column. So Vaibhav is paying 5280, Santosh is paying 2640. So now when these amounts are written here, this Santosh column gets tallied. Okay, so for this capital deficiency, the entry will be Vaibhav's capital. So we have already done the credit side posting. Now for the debit side I will write to Santosh capital account, in Vaibhav column 5280, in Sanjay's 2640, right? 2640. So now I can close the remaining two partners capital account. Okay, so see Vaibhav's column. Vaibhav column total is 36,000, which is greater. So I will write here 36,000. From 36,000, when I deduct all the three amounts, I will get a balance of 10,560. For Sanjay, the total is 27,000. From 27,000, when I will deduct this 3 amount, I will get a balance of 14,280. Now this I will write as to bank account balancing figure, right? So partners capital account debit to bank account means business is paying to Vaibhav and Sanjay. So it will come in bank account credit side by Vaibhav's capital account 10,560 by Sanjay's capital account 14,280. Now we will tally the bank account. So when I total bank column bank account, I got 62,640, same 62,640. So my bank account is tallied. Okay, so we have completed with the problem. So in this problem we have learned that whenever any single partner is insolvent or maybe two partners insolvent, the rest transfer stage is same, disposal stage is same. Only in the distribution stage what you have to do is you have to find out the capital deficiency of the partner which is insolvent, and that capital deficiency means the amount which he is not able to pay, the insolvent partner is not able to pay due to insolvency, and that amount should be distributed among the other two partners. That is, capital deficiency will be borne by the other two partners, right? The rest things are same. Okay, thank you.